Hi, my handsome and beautiful friends. I am a little close. I put my, you don't care. I'm going to talk about, put my little stand on the tripod. Like, you don't care about any of that. I'm not going to ramble on about it either. I don't know if this is going to be a channeled message or if this is going to be, this is my third time trying to record this video. And I keep cutting the deck. Every single time it has been on this. Every single time. Spirit, you're doing it. You're doing it. So this is going to be about patience. First, I want to tell you, I just had the most phenomenal reading from someone that I am so blessed to be able to call my friend. I've tagged her. Her name's Liv. Check her out. Like, her positive energy is so refreshing. So if you go check her out and there's a little plus sign under her face, make it go away. Not her face, the plus sign. So Liv, I want you to know, here's my journal. And when you said, like, you get a couple paragraphs in and that's when, like, the deep, juicy shit comes out. That was spot on. That is so me. But what I thought about was, like, it kind of took me back to when I did poetry. I absolutely love it. But unless it is a super, super significant something, I don't really write poetry anymore. But I think I'm going to tuck that in the corner of my mind there, and I'm going to let it marinate and see what it does. You guys, I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you this, but number one, I realize that I say a lot. A lot. If you have followed me for any amount of time, I feel like I just said that too. If you have followed me for any amount of time, third time's the charm, and you notice that my edits will go from, like, my face being like this to my face being like this and my face being like this, and it's not like a fluid movement of me doing this, it's like chopped. It's because I edited the word out because I say it so much. So I'm consciously gonna try not to say it and see what. So I'm going to get right to the patience thing, okay? There is an individual in my life that it is, I mean, I'm just going to. Anyway, I reached out to a friend, a mutual friend that knows both of us pretty well. We all have known each other since junior high. And I'm putting them down. Okay. I have to do something with my hands though, you guys. Anyway, all of these synchronicities and things keep happening surrounding this individual. And I was talking to her about it, and long story short, she was like, patience. Use patience. Just use your patience. And it is so hard. Like, that is the hardest thing for me. Patience is my downfall because I don't have any. I don't have any. My sun is Scorpio. Excuse me. Moon is Sagittarius, rising Leo. And I am a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. So I am an emotionally wrapped, spicy bitch. Like, my birthday is November 20th. And I was born at 11:13 p.m. 47 minutes later, I would have been a Sagittarius. Those Sages, good old Sages. Anyway, so that kind of just gives you like a vibe about how well me and Patience don't get along. So I'm trying to put Patience around this whole thing because there are messages that I need to deliver to this individual. And it's not because I don't know what the messages are or I'm afraid to give these messages. It's because I haven't really gotten the go-ahead to deliver these messages. This isn't like an estranged friend or anything. This is somebody that I communicate with frequently. So it's hard for me to not deliver these things, even though every single day I'm getting all of these signs. Well, today, so many things have happened that have caused me to need to use my patience. Somebody cut me in line this morning to, like, when I went to get coffee. Somebody cut me in line. I didn't say anything, used my patience. Thing after thing after thing was happening at the Muggle job. I love my job, you guys. I really, really do. So I enjoy what I do. But anyway, things kept happening that kept pushing me off of my timeline to complete what I needed to get done today so I didn't have to work this weekend. Things kept pushing me off track. Patience. Went and picked up my daughter. We went to Walmart to pick up our groceries, and the two cars beside us got their groceries. Two more cars came, and people came out to bring their groceries, and I still didn't have my groceries. They brought my groceries out right after that. But then we went to Sonic after that, because who wants to cook dinner when you go to the grocery store? And I got my daughter a corn dog and some tater tots. But anyway, I'd ordered on the app, so when we pulled up, I just pushed the button to let them know that I was there. And the little window, like the little screen thing, said, Kelsey's on her way. Kelsey, in fact, was not on her way. 20 minutes later, after I pushed the button, was like, hey, I think somebody forgot about us. Here comes, I'm assuming, Kelsey, and she was so apologetic, gave us our food. She gave me a handful of free coupons for stuff. Very sweet girl, very apologetic. And we're going home, and we get to our street, which is like a quarter, there's a train. This train track is like a quarter of a block from the street that I turn on to go to my house. The train comes to a complete stop. Then another train goes. So there's one like this, and then there's one going this way, right? That train passes, and then here comes another train, and it comes to a complete stop. Then this one starts going. And I'm like, 15 minutes later, groceries in the back. My kid's dinner is cold, and she needs to dookie. So we go 3 intersections up to the road that I know has an underpass. So we go under it. There's no train on it. I'm wiggle jiggling you guys around. There's no train. No train. So we go to my intersection, we turn, and we get to right before we turn to my street, and I can see that train is still there. 30 minutes later, the train is still there. More patience. Get home, do our thing, put our groceries up. All I want to do is sit down. I got to put my groceries up and I got to do all this. Just patience all day long. So there's a message. And I thought it was all going to be channeled, but I've really been drawn to this deck, and this is the Dream Keepers Tarot. This is all coming together. So I have been I have had the same repeated dream. I don't even know how many times now. The same repeated dream. And it is involving the individual that I keep having these synchronicities and these signs and everything about. And it's nothing like it's just a normal day. Like, they call, they're like, hey, do you want to go have lunch? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then we meet at this restaurant. It's a Mediterranean restaurant. I don't even know the name of it. I just remember each time we meet in the parking lot, we go in, we're sitting down eating. I don't even remember ordering. We're eating, and then we both go back to work. And that's it. Like, I don't remember the conversations, but I know, like, they call, hey, you want to have lunch? Yeah, sure. And then we just meet in the parking lot of this restaurant. We go in and we eat lamb and rice. And then we go on about our ways. That's it, the end. But I keep having that dream about this person, Dream Keepers Tarot. So, I hear you, Spirit. I hear you. So we're obviously going to pull some cards and find out what it is that you need to have patience for. All right, my friends. You ready to, I didn't say I said, I don't know if I said this earlier or not, but I say a lot. Ready to find out about your patience? Whew, I just got a big chill all over my body. And Spirit is telling me to cut this deck, and that is the basis of your patience, of where your patience need to lie. And then we'll get into the specifics of the patience. Six of Cups. Definite nostalgic energy and someone from the past. This is a person. Is this someone that you have already had some type of connection with? This is someone that you have known for a while. 6+ years. Six of Cups. 6+ years. So specifically with this Six of Cups, I'm going to show you again. With this person, what Spirit is saying is to remember how carefree you were as a child, and let that energy flow within this connection. Don't try to put so many stipulations or rules or titles or bounds to it. Let it flow. Let it naturally flow. There's a reason why this person and you keep crossing paths. Okay. Let's go. It's the Devil. So what I'm getting here, not the devil per se, like this, I feel like this card gets portrayed in an evil aspect, and that's not where we're going with this. This card is speaking to yourself and what type of insecurities and lower vibrational attachments and like bondages that you have, unhealthy bondages that you have to other things, and to face those fears and let go of them. Face those fears. Let go of the carnage, my friend. 5 of Wands. There's a definite conflict within yourself here. Check this figure out over here. There are no hands. Well, okay, so I take that back. She's got hands, but they're here in the ball of fire. No face. Face. Internal conflict with yourself. It's like you have this thing made up in your mind, and there's no way that you can be convinced otherwise unless it's by yourself. And if you don't have all of the pieces, which you don't, because you are you, and this other individual is this other individual, it's like there's pieces missing, okay? Pieces of the story that are missing. And you don't have all of the pieces, so you can't put all of the pieces back together. So you have to quit battling yourself. Quit battling yourself. You get answers from the person that has the answers. You can't make everything up on your own. Does that make sense? It's like you're creating this entire story in your head without the facts. Fighting yourself. Quit doing that. It's the beautiful fucking sun, you guys. The sun is like the rainbow after the storm. The calm. The sun gives off vitamin D to help you grow. The sun represents happiness. You think of the summertime. I think of the summertime when I think of the sun. And I correlate the summertime with fun and cheerful things and, you know, going swimming and doing all of the things that I enjoy. Like, I enjoy the spring and the summer seasons because it kind of pulls you out of this season of depression when the sun, you're really not around the sun because a lot of people just don't want to go outside when it's cold. That's why there is seasonal depression, and it is real. But the sun is pulling you out of this internal conflict with yourself. You're no longer going to be battling yourself. There is so much happening here. Okay, so the Lovers. This card is representative of a connection that is strong, okay? No matter what that is. If that is a very strong friendship that is platonic, whether that is lifelong partners, whether that is a reconnection that is meant to happen and bring you into a new chapter and phase of your life, whether they stay or they go. This is a connection that is very, very strong. It is going to be one of those impenetrable things that it's going to stay with you for a lifetime. You are who you are with this person. There are no masks. And when the faces are removed, you're still you. Like, you don't try to become what you think they want you to be. You are you. You are truer than true. And if you look here, the feminine, like, look, they hold the light. And look over here, the masculine. That's the symbolization of home and stability. They're holding hands because this is something that they choose to do together. They choose to build this foundation and this creation together. The Fates, which in traditional tarot is the wheel. So I look at this card and I see like the twist of fates, like the turning of the wheel, the circle of life, the turning points, the life cycles. The fates. Like, with life comes birth. The way things ebb and flow is the natural order of things. The natural order of things. Get out of your own head. Quit fighting yourself. Quit making up scenarios that don't exist. Bask in this sun. Accept what is in front of you, because it's destined to happen. It is part of the ebb and flow. The Chariot is like the fundamental duality of life. It's the masculine and the feminine. It's the night and the day. It's the yin and the yang, heart and mind, conscious and unconsciousness. And there's like a level of, I don't want to call it speed, but a level of, there's a level of calculated determination for the end result. Separately, these things can be detrimental to the point to where we destroy our outcome. But together, these things create this duality that is ebbs and flows, that just works. That's what I got for you, my friends. Patience. This is your path with patience. I love you all so incredibly much. I hope this has helped, and I will see you next time. Have patience, okay? There's a wink that I never do. I did it, like when I first started doing this, I would wink at the end, always. And I just at some point forgot, I guess. So there you go. I love you guys.